Namaste everyone, my name is Aditi Sharma and welcome to Physics Kira. The universe has a lot of questions, basically. A lot it has which fascinates us towards itself. But one of the biggest questions which we humans are facing right now is the dark matter. We have been discussing about the dark matter, the black holes, ever since the time I have started again with the channel. But today we are again going to be discussing over the same topic in a different fashion. The question is that how would we be able to study the dark matter, because there is a lot which we still need to know about it. In order to get that, let's go very back in the very ages of the cosmos, when it was just formed. The universe was just formed. At that particular point of time, it was very hot. It was white glowing and it was only radiation. There were no any such thing which you could call as the matter particles. After some moments, the universe cooled down a little bit and you would be seeing some deformed, some disfigured particles which were getting formed. The process continued, and after a period of time, after certain fractions we could say, it cooled down more and the particles, they began to form. If some of the particles would have got in a very close proximity, then they could have resulted in the formation of black holes. And since at that particular point of time still the temperature was very high, so it was not that so many particles they got in a close proximity and have resulted in the formation of black hole, but a very less number of them. So it means that I could call that black hole as the atomic size black hole. That is fair enough, but do not underestimate these atomic size black holes, because even if a black hole is half of the size of a golf ball, it would weigh as much as the earth. So definitely they were very heavy. Now, if these kinds of black holes, they were formed in the very early ages of the cosmos, then some of these might still be roaming around in the different edges of the cosmos still right now as well. It is possible. And at that particular point of time, in that very early age of the cosmos, there was no such thing which you could call as a dark matter or as a normal matter. It was only the particles which accidentally got formed due to some XYZ reason which we don't know yet, but they got formed. So those black holes, they would be formed from the matter, and that matter could actually be both, right? That is possible. So if it is so, then by studying those kinds of black holes, we can get to know about the composition. If we are able to get to know about the composition, then we would be able to get to know about the things that we are willing to. In order to proceed further, is it able to image those kinds of black holes? We took several years in order to image a massive black hole. So definitely imaging a very small atomic sized black hole is going to be a tough task for us. So if those kinds of black holes, primordial black holes, if they are still roaming around in the different edges of the cosmos, then they would interact with the bodies which will be coming in their path. The body could be our moon as well. So how would you be able to identify that a certain kind of impact which you are seeing on the surface of moon is made by one of those black holes? That is a big question, but we have the answer to that question. We know that our moon had been facing several kinds of impacts, various asteroid attacks it had been facing, and there are different kinds of, there are two main points which we are going to be considering in order to differentiate between the impacts. First is the composition and the other one is the appearance. So we know the composition of the moon, we know the composition of a regular asteroid as well. So if an asteroid has made an impact on the surface of moon, then it would be like, if you know that how the craters they look actually. So if the asteroid has made an impact on the surface of moon, then you would get to see the remnants around, and by studying the composition around that particular crater, you can get to know that okay, a particular asteroid might have made the impact. But if a particular black hole, if one such black hole has interacted with the surface of moon, you will not get to see the remnants on one particular side, on one given side only. You will see it would be like somebody has taken a drilling machine and has started drilling from one particular end and has continued to drill till the other end. It would be like a bore well which has been dug from one end to the another end, and just the way a bullet, it smashes out of the wall, it leaves the steepy mountain behind. In the same way, you will get to see this particular kind of impact on the other side of the moon from which it has not entered. and from that particular side from which it has come out. So this is what you will get to see. So this is the kind of appearance that a black hole would leave behind. So if you are able to identify, if you are able to spot one such crater, then that particular crater might have been formed as a result of the black hole impact. Now we are talking in the context of composition. We know the composition of asteroid, as we have stated earlier. The composition of moon as well is also like well studied, because we have been studying the moon since a very long period of time. So if you are seeing if a black hole has ever interacted with the moon, then you will not get to see the regular composition of the remnants around. You will get to see some different composition. And if you are lucky enough to spot one such crater, if you are lucky enough to spot one such weird variety of composition around a crater, then you could have spotted, and you could spot actually some such particles which have been in the black hole, and that would help you out in the study of the dark matter particles, because as I stated earlier that the black holes, they could have been formed with the help of matter, both normal and the dark actually. So this is how we have spoken in the context of both the composition and the appearance as well. So what can we do in this particular side, like how to proceed further? Just the way we have sent rovers on the surface of Mars, that they would be analyzing the entire Martian surface, and they would be collecting some you can say some samples of rocks and coming up and sending us back. So we are studying those samples. So in a similar way, we can also send some rovers on the surface of moon so as to analyze the entire moon surface, and if we are lucky enough to identify, to find one such crater, then we can proceed with the study, and the studies can result us in some magical gifts. So this is how you can proceed, and I think this was all about whatever I had to say. Yeah, one more thing that I would like to include is that one question that might be coming in your mind is that what if our Earth has also faced one such impact? The Earth could have faced one such impact in the very early years when the atmosphere was not formed around its surface, and the Earth might have got drilled with some such atomic sized black holes as well. But since it was like so many years back, so after that several changes have occurred, we have got the atmosphere back, so those drills which had been caused, they might have got covered up, and currently our atmosphere is protecting us from a variety of such atomic sized black holes. So yeah, that was all about today's video. We will be meeting very soon again in the coming video. Until then, that's it. Bye bye.